Hello, yes, Eagle Congress participants. I came, and you cannot see my, face because instead of putting my face, I put my PPT file because it would help more to, let you understand this lecture. Let me give you the title of this lecture. It is Choke and Hold Stones. So, can you guess what that means? It's not easy, right? So that's why instead of putting my face, I put the PPT file. So you're gonna enjoy it. This is in fact the lecture that I already mentioned in 2019 US Congress, that I'm going to prepare a bit more of it and show it in the year after. But I couldn't go, but still, luckily I got a chance to show this lecture through this, online. That's nice. Okay, so the chop and hold stones. Before I start, maybe I should introduce myself a bit more. Okay, so please look at the PPT file. You can see I'm the 8단 amateur player. I was in In-seong in Korean 연구생 and for like 5 years, and I went to Europe at 2005, and since then. I stayed here and teach mostly Europeans, but also US people as well. Yeah, I was in the Korean 연구생 for 5 years, and then I went to the Myungji University, Go department, and I worked as a TV commentator in the Baduk TV. I think many of you already know the Baduk TV stuff. And I'm 8단, so I'm not pro. So you don't know my level. I was on the first of the European rating list for 5 years, 2013 to 2018, which means that I was heading of all the European pros. I played many games against them, and yeah, the result was good. So maybe that's the reason why I was in the first place. But 2018, from 2019, and now I'm the third. And it doesn't mean that the European two players, the pros, over me. It's the first two are the Korean players, Yongsam Kim and Songjin Kim. The two Kims, they over me, and they are the first two. But I like this position because I hired them in my online Go school. So I'm the third who is hiring the first and the second. So, I think it is better than first, isn't it? So. Only third, but yes, I'm staying in that position. Anyway, so yeah, I'm strong enough to give you share my ideas, and most of my lectures are like that. It doesn't mean that I teach something new. The topics what we're going to study tonight as well. Each skills that I'm going to share. But maybe that are just floating on your Go brain. So I try to settle them down in the right place so you can use it in the right moment. So you enjoy it. Okay, let's start from the first one. Please look at this corner. Why is 3 stones in the corner is in danger? Is it? It looks more like that. So in the actual game, this happened in my Go student. And they didn't play anything here. Okay. Later they use as the crossword, but anyway, let's say that there could be something. Then what is your first idea that you want to play for? First idea must be like blocking. Is it? Okay, let's try to save it. But black gonna connect. Okay. And after this, white maybe blocks it. And then how to kill this one? You don't even need to play because it is a that shape. Okay? So it means that there's no way to save it, right? No way. Okay, so maybe white tries like this one. Okay, let me bring these 2 stones out and try to kill it. But still, it's not working, right? Even if I play like that, still, it's a that form. However, there is a magic that white can make it possible, which is this one. White cuts. But what is this? Black can just play Atari. So it's not working. It looks black's group become even stronger. white need to play Atari and black just captures it. Okay, it looks alive. Black shape is even better. But this black shape is not as good as this one. That is the lecture topic that we're going to check for 1 hour is this one, exactly. Because this shape, when you see, then this is like one big, the chunk, is it? This is one big group, which are all connected, is it? All connected. We can say that it is just one piece. Let's say this is like a Lego block. You know, everybody knows Lego, right? It's like a Lego block, big Lego block that, you know, it's not easy to break it, right? But if you cut this one and let your opponent play this Atari here and capture, then these 7 stones are not the same stones, because this one, this one, this one, you can see the square stone and the triangle stones and the round stones. These are separated. It's connected but separated. So that is quite important. Okay. So let's see this PPT file. There is a Lego block, you see, right? And there's another Lego block like that. So 2 separated, 2 different pieces, but we gather them, is it? We attach them like this. Then is it 1 or 2? Do you see the 2 Lego blocks or 1 Lego block? It's 1 but 2. It's like a philosophical question, right? It's 1 but 2 pieces. It's 2 pieces but 1, right? 1 big piece, yes. So if I ask it, could you separate it? Could you split them? Then you would say that, yeah, it's easy, right? But just imagine that this was in fact 1 block. You know that this kind of thick blocks, that it is, let's say, just 1 block, then can you split it? Must be quite tough, right? But it is like that. This, look at the Goban. When you just block here and let your opponent connect, then this black group is just 1 big piece that it'll be very difficult to block it or, split it, isn't it? It's just 1 big, strong block. But if you cut, then it looks black group becomes stronger, but in fact, this group gets weaker because they are 3, is it? So white can now play this one and threat that white can come like this, the call, the nasty one. If black connects, then there will be a huge call. So black need to endure this call, but let's say black cannot, so black steps back. Then white captures, black still cannot, then steps back, white can save it. So there will be the call. And if black connects, white can save it, right? But in case white plays here, black connects, then there will be nothing. Okay. It's, just one little idea, is it? That you just cut once and it works. So this one too, look at the lower right corner. Black's group is in danger. It seems black does need it, is it? So let's say actual game, black played this one to expand the eye space. So white answered. And after that, black, in fact, is quite busy because to play this one is quite important. Black had to play this one in the game, and white got a chance to extend and attack the middle group. But can black Tanuki? It'd be great. But white gonna play Hane, then it's a dead pawn. Okay? That's dead, or here white can come, so that is also dead. However, what if black plays this Hane? And let's say white plays here, black plays here, white answers. It's same. There's no point difference, no big point difference. And in this case, black and Tanuki. What's the difference? In this position, white can play Hane to kill it. But in this position, if white plays Hane, black gonna play this one and let white play this Atari, and white cannot connect. If the under the stone situation comes like this. So here, the reason why black can survive in this case, but the other case not, it's because black got a chance to separate this A to B. So this A and B, is it 1 or 2? It's 1, but 2. Is it? It's 2, but 1, because it's connected. I'm not asking that you can separate this B and keep it. No, it's connected, just like the Lego block that you can see on the left side. Is it? So that is 1, but 2. 2, but 1. So like this, if you chop your opponent's stones and make it in a different, the many pieces, then you take more power, you take more advantage. So that's why the name of the lecture is chop and hold. Sometimes, hold case comes. So we're going to study that too. Okay. Chop, it's cut. Is it basically cut? But you need to more like chop it. Chop in, chop to make it in many pieces. So chopped as many as possible, like this. Okay. Can you follow this idea? Because black split this A and B, black got a chance to get it. Here, white extends, so it's completely connected. It's one big piece of the Lego, so there's no way. And this one too, black's turn. Now you can guess how black can handle this. What should black do? If black just steps in, white gonna play here to save it, right? But instead, if black plays this one, which, chop, right? Black plays here, now separate this A and B. You're just, crazy and says that, okay, I play this one, so A and B are separated. Then your opponent will say that, oh, you're crazy. No, A, B are not separated. You said that this A, B are 2, but no, it's 1 because it's connected. But you just keep saying that, no, it's 2. Okay. Then your opponent, answers like this, and you step in, then you can see that white cannot block because black can take it, right? So that one, that is the only way. Even though these AB are connected, you cut, you chop these stones, then you can hold this. You hold it so your opponent cannot block that A8. So that is working. So it is like that, exactly same. So even if your opponent has one more piece like that, look at the Lego block there. Is it strong? If it is one block, one piece, then it is very strong, that it will be very difficult to break it, separate it, or split it. But if it is 3, maybe 4, 5, doesn't matter. You can easily split it, right? So you need to make your opponent go stones as many pieces as possible. Then your opponent's stones get weaker and you got a chance. Okay. So that is the way. Okay. So let's do it. We can do some practice. There are several places, but let me start with the easy one. Look at this A7 stone, 6 stones. Is it possible for black to get it? Let's say black goes in a naive way that, okay, let me cut it. If my opponent doesn't answer, I can cut. Then white gonna connect, of course. So it's not working. But instead, if black chops, you can already see where the chop point is. The chopping point is this one, right? Black plays here. White need an answer, and black cuts. Okay, white need to play here Atari. Then you see that white cannot connect. Yeah, it's because black chop white stones. Therefore, white is separated in many pieces. Now this A and B are it's 1 but 2, is it? So that's why you got a chance to cut it. Okay, so this one, that is the simplest one. Let's see the bottom line, the bottom area. Can you find the way that white could do something? Chop. So how to chop it? You can find the first chopping point, right? Which must be L3. Okay, black need to connect. And then white should go, let's say white goes L2, like this one. It looks like I can cut A and I can cut B too. Then black gonna connect, is it? And white tries to cut it, but it's not really working anymore. It's because you couldn't chop. When you go down here, black connect and make this as one big piece. Is it? That is one big piece. Therefore, there's no good continuation. But instead, if you chop again, it's cut but also chop. Black answers, and white plays Atari, and black captures. Then compared to this one, which stone you look it's stronger? Is this fourth stone stronger or this capture stone looks stronger? This capture stone looks even stronger, right? But it's not true because white can use one more sente. White doesn't even need to use that sente. White plays Hane, then black is in trouble. Okay. So that is working. Black blocks, white plays Atari. So connect and white can take it. And if black captures, then white can take it. That three stones cannot go home. It's because that was not really connected. After white cuts here to make this position, this A, B, C, three stones are split in three blocks, three pieces. Therefore, it was weaker than one block. Okay. So chop your opponent's stones. Then you can get lots of chances. There are plenty more, but we are short in time, so we're going to pass it. Okay. So like that, in patterns as well. This is one of the most often played patterns. After here, after Atari here, where should white go? When this pattern comes at the first, many people got misunderstood and played this one. Then black connects. So after black connects, you can see that this turns as one really big and strong piece. So quite difficult to do something against this. However, if you cut and answer here, then these three stones are weak. Black can play Atari if the ladder is working, or okay, cannot, then black need to play here. So if you cut this, then these are connected for now, but you're holding it because it's not 100% connected. It is 1, but it's 2. Okay. It's 2, but it's 1, okay. But more like it's 1, but 2. Okay. But this one, it's 1. That's it. We cannot say that there are 2 blocks. That's it. It's only 1. Okay. And this one too. Let's say black played Hane. This was one of my students' game. When black plays here, let's say white just answers to take this because there is a weakness. White need an answer. Then black gonna connect, right? Black connects. Then there's no way to do something against this black's 4 stones anymore because it is strong. It's one big piece. So instead, it's quite obvious, but still, if I cut once and then answer, then to save this one stone must be quite tough because this A, B are not the same material anymore as white cut. That's it. So it is like that. Your opponent has a nice toy and you don't like it, so you just break it. When you break your opponent's toy, it takes like a second, but to recover that broken toy from your opponent's side, it takes an hour to recover it. Or sometimes you need to buy the new one, so it costs and it takes time, isn't it? So break. Your opponent, you need to break your opponent's stones, your opponent's toy, like this. So what are the ways to make your opponent's stones well split? Okay? How to chop your opponent's stones? We already studied the one, which is quite easy. Look at the upper right area. White is connected, right? Black plays here, white connects, okay. Black goes down, white cuts, okay, connected. But you may have a crazy idea. White has, 4 liberties here. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? And you call it, oh, you have 4 liberties. but I think I can kill this. So let me make it to 3 with this chop. Then your opponent would say that, oh, you're crazy. I have 3 liberties and I can even take your stone. So it's not working at all. And you say that, okay, now I call the 2 and now I call 3 and I call 2. Like this one. Then, oh, you're crazy again because it's not working. I can just take it. But after this, black can play here to cut this group. Okay? Therefore, instead of this one, maybe white need to block it, but then black cut. There will be the snap back. So white need to capture the other one, then black can cut it. So it looks like a crazy idea that black just cuts this one. And it's directly, dead. White just plays Atari. But because of this, the chopping point, black just chop and chop like this. It works. And that is the only way that black can break it. If you play like this one, because it does look like the very, nice Tetsuji type move, then white can just connect to make this as, one big piece. After this one big piece, not working like this. So this chop is very important. Is it? Chop, chop, chop. And look at the lower right corner. White has 2 black stones. Is it? That 2 stone is dead. Okay, the 2 stone is dead. Don't look at this because it is white's area. Look another place. But no, you can kill it. But how to kill? I mean, okay, let me try to kill it. White plays Atari. Not working. Okay? Black plays here. White can play Atari. So should I move it like this? Here, Atari, and Hane. But white can still throw in an Atari. Not working. But instead of this one, you can chop. So where's chopping point? The chop point is this one. You chop this 5 stones and the 1 stone. Why need an answer? And that's it. You already did everything you needed. And you play Hane. Because of this chop, you hold it. You hold this white's A group. Because of this exchange, if it was not exchanged, white would have played this Atari, right? But with this one little chop, your opponent cannot play this one anymore. Therefore, you can get the chance to take it like this. Okay. Like that. Sometimes it comes as a damesumari way, sometimes it's simple cut, or sometimes, snap back. So that kind of skills, it. But it's not easy to make it in the right timing because that are just floating in your Go brain. If you set them down with this idea, then you can use it in the right moment. Okay. So that one. And now we can look the left side. White stones are connected, but it is like that. Look at the Lego piece that are connected. So we can say that it is 1. But someone would say that, no, it's 3. We cannot say that it is 1 because it's 3 pieces. It's connected, but basically 3 different materials, we can say. Is it? So here too, there are some weaknesses that you can see, right? And what can black do? Black should play this one. White cuts, is it? That is already a chop that you cut this A and B, right? And it's not enough. You need to chop again. And where's the chopping point? You can see the Go players, they are, very ready to chop and cut many of stones. Is it? Like that. And then black plays Hane. Now you see the same situation came as the lower right corner. White, black cuts this white's A stones, so hold it and got a chance to kill it. Okay. So first skill to chop your opponent's stones is very simple. It's cut. Okay. So there's another metaphor that I can explain. There is this one. You see the difference that these are 2 pieces that you can see that it's same. If you see this with the distance, then it's just same, right? But if you come close and look at it, then you will see that the right one is way more way easier to separate it. To separate, split this left side one must be quite tough, right? But the right side is easy. So here's the log. So when you see this log, I ask it, okay, please split them. Can you split it? So when we want to split this, then we don't do this right away. But what do we do? We make this, very strong log like that, is it? So now it become a bit, weaker. And then step 1, very strong. Step 2, so you chop it. And then step 3, take your food, like this. But many Go players, they try to go to the third step from the first directly, but that's not working. Okay? So you shouldn't try to go over 1 to 3. You need to take the second step, and that is the chop idea. Okay? So chop your opponent's stones. Okay? Even more hungry? Okay. So the first skill to chop your opponent's stones is, of course, cut. We are checking a bunch of examples. Look at this right side one. Black's turn, what should black do? When you see this, then you can see that it's symmetric shape. So if I ask this without this chop and hold lessons, then they jump here directly. That you know what, this jump is a very good move, because in case white defend for this area, then black cuts to play this one. So can take these 5 stones, is it? That 5 are dead. So same way, if I place for the other one, then black can play this one. So same, white's group is dead. However, white can block it, and it's not working. So instead, what black need to do is cut, which is chop. White need an answer, chop. White need an answer and jump. Then it is working. Black need to have this process before jumping this, which is Tetsuji. After taking it, you can hold this white's A and B groups with this cut. So that's why it is not the lecture, chop stones, chop and hold. You need to have this feeling. If you chop your opponent's stones, you can hold your opponent's hands, your opponent's stones. Okay? So that is the feeling. Okay? So I'm here to share the feeling. I'm not sharing the techniques. You already know how to cut. You're the Go players, right? But you need to have this feeling to make it. I chop my opponent's stones to make it weaker and hold it. Okay. And the lower side as well. Oh, my group A is in C is in danger, so I need to do something. So what do I need to do? I of course need to go down. Then white connects, so it's not working. Why is it not working? What is the the fundamental reason that we can say that it's not working? Because white connects and make this as one big piece, which include 4 liberties, and you have 3. So that's why it is not working. That's why, even though it looks like a crazy idea, you give 1 stone and say to your opponent that, oh, I separate your stones. That's a crazy idea, isn't it? Who can say that, okay, I cut here, even though my stone is dead, your stone is separated, whatever. No, is it? But that works in Go. It's really working. And after this Ataris, these 3 are 1, but it is 3. Okay. So if you face the people who say that, oh, this is of course 1 because it's all connected, then you should say no, it's 3 because In-seong said that it is 3 and I can kill you. Okay, please do it because now it is 3. Is it? Black goes down and black plays here, then black can kill it. That the Ponnuki shape looks much stronger than this connection, but it is not true. So when you see this, you should feel that it is much weaker. Okay. So that feeling is what I want to share. Okay, there are a bunch of cuts, but we are short in time, so we pass it because we already got to know many of it. Let me just show this one. This is one of my students' games. My student played this one. That looks a bit too far, is it? However, white played this one, and here, and white tried, but as you can see, black survived, and it was quite good with black erases lots of points. However, in fact, it was an overplay. So how would you punish it? How to punish? White played here, black attached it. And there is a crazy idea that, okay, these A and B are connected, isn't it? It's connected. Of course, A and B are connected because the two stones are that inside. But you may say to your opponent that, oh, it's two, it's one but two, because it's not completely connected. So, okay, I go down, I'm going to kill you. Then your opponent will say, there's another crazy guy, is it? Black need to block it. And okay, I'm going there. And black blocks it. What's this? And cuts. Then if black takes this simply, then white can play one Atari, which makes this block possible. Is it? Black may connect underneath like this, but this must be now the core, right? So not easy. So instead of this one, after white, there's no other option, is it? White plays here, white cuts, what to do? Black need to play Atari, like this one, to exchange like this. And then maybe black goes. Maybe black answers here once and goes. It's crazy, is it? But instead of this one, white can simply, when black plays Atari, white can play this one. Then black goes, then white can kill, like this. So after here, black must answer, and white can block it. And white just follow them. Okay? So that is working. So there are many interesting stuff which works with this cut. So the simplest and most often played way to chop your opponent's stone is cut. And the second is coming. This is kind of famous problem. Black's stone, black's group A is surrounded and it's dead. There's only one eye. But if you're stronger than the strong Q, strong, single digit Q level, you already feel that there is something. Okay? Where is something? Why is these pieces are one? Is it? These are all connected, isn't it? But in fact, these are not connected. If it is connected, really connected like this one, then you just don't look at it. There's nothing you can do. Okay? There's nothing. However, it's not perfectly connected. Then it is not one Lego block. These are the Lego, it's like a Lego, that it's connected with 4 pieces. So 4 pieces connected, then you won't say that it is strong because you can easily split it. Okay? So what is the first move? P17, is it? That one, wedge. So the second skill, what you can chop your opponent's stone is wedge. You wedge here, why need to block it? And what's the second skill? You need to chop again. So there's no way to wedge, but there is a chop point. Black can chop here. Why need to connect? And black goes down here. Why need an answer? And black can chop again. Because if you connect, your opponent connects and there's nothing. Okay? So this is the way that you can chop it again. White must capture, you play Atari, and white cannot connect. Okay? So that is working. Okay. So at some point, white need to give up the 2 stones, so black can save it, like this one. Okay. So this one, that is the first move. After wedge, you can finally get a chance to make this A, B, C, D, E as the different material. It's not connected. If your opponent says that, oh, that 5 pieces are all connected, it's 1, then you should say, no, it is 5. So I can chop it and I can eat them. Okay? So cook. So if you have an ingredient, let's say you bought carrot or cucumbers like that, then would you just eat it right away? No, you chop them, is it? You chop them and then eat it. You cook and eat it. But when I see Go players, they just try to eat directly. But no, it's not working. You need to chop it. You need to cook your opponent's stones and eat it. That is the way. And how to cook it? Chop. How to chop? Cut, wedge. And there are some more. Look at the bottom side. What should black do then? You can feel the chop idea, is it? Because that 3, A, B, C, no, F, G, H are not 1 yet. When you see this one, you should feel nothing. Okay, there's nothing. But when you see this kind of shape, you should feel that, there must be something that I can cook it. Okay. The cook one is this one, wedge. Why need to block it? Okay. And black goes down. Why need to block and black cuts? Okay. We can say that, it's a damesmari. It's damesmari, is it? So you know the damesmari, but can you find the damesmari in your game? Not easy, because you have that ideas, but it's just floating. It's not settled down. Okay? And you can settle down with this idea. You can gather them with this one idea, which is chop and hold. Okay? So the wedge is the one, and there are plenty of it. Look at the upper right area first, upper right. Black's 5 stones, A is in the dead situation, but there is a way to save it. Can you see? You need to chop your opponent's stone to take it. Let's say, I can push. Maybe I can, take 3 stones. Then your opponent would just connect. Is it? Instead of this one, what should black do? Black should play this one. That is the chopping point. Why place this? Black goes, then black can take that 5 stones. Because you can, eventually, with this one, you can separate all these 4 stones in the different separated pieces. So that is wedge. Here too, look at the upper left area. Let me kill Y connects, not working. Therefore, you need to chop this A and B, the B and C. How to chop it? Wedge. The wedge is often a very good idea to get it. And the bottom side as well, it's a lot more difficult problems than the first 2, but you know the idea, is it? What's the way to kill? Way to save black 6 stones and kill white 7? You need to chop it. You push, white connects, not easy. So instead of this one, you need to play this one. That is the chop point. If I block, then black plays Atari and connect, so white is dead. If I place here, black plays the other Atari and here, so get 1 eye, white doesn't, so can kill it. Like this. So wedge, we can see. If you solve this, then it means that you're the master of this first 2 parts. Black's group is in the dead position. What should black do? Here, connect, this is the worst move, is it? 0 chop idea makes this. But if you have the chop idea, you first wedge here. And then, okay, I wedge, so there should be something I can do. Still not. Even though it is a self-capturing move, you should cut it. Because this cut makes this A, B as separated group. But that is a crazy idea because why can kill it? Is it? Why can kill it? But still you should do it, because if you don't do, then Y connects and make this as one big block. Is it? One big block, so there's no way that you can do. You cannot break the one big Lego block. Is it? But if you separate it in 2 pieces, one need to play this one, and black goes down. White must capture, and black plays Atari and cut. So it is working. So in this case, wedge and cut. So if you combine the 2 first chop ideas, then you can make it. And there are some more of chop, chop, chop. This one, that is one of the most famous game ever, right? So where did Lee Sedol play it? It was difficult to understand why Lee Sedol all of a sudden played this one. But now you understand, is it? What makes him playing this one? Because he had the chop idea. he thought that if I play this one, then I could chop these stones in this, crazy situation. Even in that moment, this chop idea came in his mind, and he made it. So yes, AlphaGo game for the divine move, the divine chop. Yes, exactly. So same feeling made this. Okay. So if you master this chop, then I'm sure that you can even find your own divine move like this. Okay. So this is the maximum level of chop in this wedge part. It in fact doesn't work, but so this is one of my games. My opponent played this Hane. Okay, you see that I was white. I'm in the the weak position. My A group is weak and B as well. So my first idea was, of course, Hane. Black need an answer. Then I need to handle these two separate groups. So instead of this one, you guess what I played. First, you can find it. Okay? The corner. Well, I can play this one to save the group, but it isn't really great to save the group in this way. So why cannot do? The first, why plays this one? Okay. I cut, and my opponent extend, and then this one. Okay. So this is the chop idea. I play here because I want to, chop it. There's no other way to explain what makes me play this moves. Chop, chop, chop. So after that, I got a chance to cut and capture this in center. Okay. Black had to go down. White's corner group is safe, so I had a chance to go. After taking this, corner, like this. Okay. So chop. That is the combination of the cut and wedge. Okay. And we're going to the third one. This is quite a famous problem. So I think many of you know it. Where should black play to do something? In case black does it well, then black can kill the whole group, or this A. How many stones is it? 9 stones. So think about it. But before that, we should check this one. Okay. Can you save this black's group? First idea, capture, isn't it? Then white connects. I take 2 stones, but I have only 1 eye, so it's dead. So okay, instead of this one, maybe I should play like here, like this, and capture. Okay, not working. Throw in, not working, like this. But here you can chop stones. Can you see the chop here? How to chop that connection? This A stone and B stone, is it connected? Is this diagonal move connection connected? It is not. It's not really connected. Black can play this one. That is another skill, which is, it's also called wedge. Is it wedge-ish? But it's not really wedge. And I made a new name, and I share it with my online Go School members. So I'm going to share it later. Well, I need to play this Atari, and black goes down. And after that, black can play here, throw in, so can save it. Okay. So this is the way that black can save this one. And look at this shape, this one. Can you save the A group here? Black can play like this one, to look for making eye spaces there. Then white gonna connect. And black cannot save it. So to save this one, black need to chop this white's 2 stones, B and C. How to chop it? The misclick wedge. Okay, this one. That is the way. Because white need to cut, then black plays this one and Atari. So these are sente. No Atari. Black should play here. Then black can save it. And here. Upper side as well. If black goes down, then white can play here to kill. If black plays here, white plays Hane to kill. So black need to play this one to save it. And the lower left corner, black need to play this one to save it. That is working and go down. And here it's white's turn. Let's say your opponent plays this one. And you have only 1 eye. A is the eye space, but B is not the eye space yet. Is it? So how should black save it? You can already feel this, is it? The good move here is this one. If black plays here, then black can kill it. The wedge is a bit different. We already checked the lots of wedge cases that the wedge is this one. In the jumping two stones, you put the stone in between. That is wedge. Okay? And this one, it's a bit different than that. This is pinch. Okay? It's like pinch way to do it. A bit different, but it comes between the diagonal move connection, cosmic connection. Look at the upper left area. Black's Tetsuji to save this whole group, which has only one eye around A. The good move here is, can you find the pinch here? This is really like stronger than 5 dan level. The only way for black to save is this one, that one. This is the move that black can look for chopping this all white stones. These are not perfectly connected yet, is it? And that is the one. And look at the lower left area, because we are short in time. I need to go quick. To kill this group, this is the only option. If black plays here, black can survive and can even kill white's group. Okay. This is also chopping, these two. Okay. And the lower right corner, black, if black tries to save it, cannot save. Like here also, cannot save. But if black plays this one, then black can save it. Okay. That is pinch, that you put the stone inside between the diagonal move connection. So here, can you feel it now? So it doesn't mean that you need to read everything, just feel that where does look like the right move, only by feeling. The right move here to do something is this one, that one. Okay. If I connect, black can play here to separate it, like this. And if I connect it, then black can push like this one to cut it. Okay. So if you can imagine this one, then it means that you are ready to go. Okay. And the last one, I still have one. Okay, so we pass. I need to show this one for sure. When white plays this one, black, you see that white tries to separate black's group. So black attach it too, and white cut. So you see that black's group is in danger, but there is a very fascinating skill that black can get lots of points in this area. But definitely black is in danger, right? So what can black do? The good move here is cut, which is chop. White need an answer, black steps in. White need an answer, and then now you need to find the right move. Can you find? C5, no, not that. The good move here is this one, working. If I cut, then black plays Atari, so white cannot connect. So if I place something else, then black plays this Atari to take this one. Okay, so take this whole group. Right, but this time, in fact, this happened. It's one of my students who played it in the real game from this one, really. This one and card and then card and play this one. This really happened. Okay, because he learned how to chop it. Okay, and the last one is coming because there are 4 skills that you can make it. But let me go quick. Look at the right side. Can you kill that 5 stones? 6 stones. That is kind of easy question, is it? What can black do? Black can throw in, is it? Throw in and step in, then you can kill it. It's very easy skill. If you just step in, white gonna connect. So there are only 3 pieces, A, B, C, 3 pieces, which white can survive like that. But if you throw in and play here, then there will be 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it? 3 pieces, 4 pieces. Therefore, you can kill it. Your opponent cannot save it. So this throw-in is the skill. So what's the throw-in skill on the bottom side? If black just tries to kill, not working. The only way for black to kill this group is chopping white stones. Where's the chopping point? This one, is it? Because you can cut that 2 stones. And your opponent says that, okay, I can capture, not working. Then once again, because that is, the only place that you could make this 3 as the different 3 pieces. Okay? And then step in, then it's possible to kill. Okay? And this is the last one. Look at the upper right. We would only go for upper right one. Can black save it? If black tries to save inside, like this one, then it's a that shape. Black plays here, white plays this, so it is a that shape. Okay? And there is only one way that black can save this group. How to chop your opponent's stones, is it? That is the theme. The way to save, the only way is this one. You play here and say to your opponent that, oh, I'm chopping your stones. That this A, B are now separated because I throw it in. That's a crazy idea, is it? But here, white plays this, then Atari connect, nothing is working. But if black throws in to chop this A and B, then let's say white captures it, then black plays this one, which helps to throw in to make the call. So white need an answer, then black can save it because black uses R19 in center. Okay, that one. So after this chop, white need to go down. Then you can play this one to chop it again with this throw in. Okay? Throw in. So these 3 are now separated 3 pieces. Therefore, black plays this Atari. Okay, so that's working. So the last one, you can see that it is throw in. So these 4 are the skills, how you can chop your opponent's stones. Cut, wedge, pinch, and throw in, like this. Okay. So please take this feeling and use those skills and find it. Okay. I'm sure that this will make your goal even more interesting. Okay. And if you do this, then I'm sure that you can crush your opponent's groups like the Captain America. Can you see? I don't know whether it's visible. The Captain America, you can become a gold Captain America. And if you become a better level, then maybe even like this. Okay? You just, split it, tear your opponent's stones and win it. Okay. So please use these skills and make your opponent's stones like these logs. And I'm sure that you will win more games. Okay, so this is my first lecture. And I'm going to have 2 more schedules, which is the City League Championship, live commentary on the 5th. And on the Saturday, 8th, I'm going to make the second lecture. I hope to see many of you in my lessons. And also, I hope you join all these Congress events. I'm sure that you will enjoy it. Thank you, and enjoy, go. Bye-bye.